Alright, let's see how this works. I am recording a MTG Salvation, what do we call it? A forum draft, a clan draft, community draft, I don't know. But I am drafting with several other MTG Salvation regulars, and this is the first time in a few years that I am actually recording. So let's take a look at this pack. I think the best card is Daughter of Night Vale. After that we have Rubble Belt Maka, Vishino First Aid, Blast, Sin Collector, Thrashing Monster. I think the correct pick is probably the Maka. It's much better than it looks and it keeps you open, so that's what I'll take. This pack is basically the worst pack I've ever seen in Dragon's Maze, which might not be saying a lot because almost all the uncommons are good, so you'll rarely see a pack that's actually really bad. This guy is quite good though, so we might just abandon this guy and take the Vorul of the Hulklade. He's quite good. He's kind of clunky, but he's fine at 7-4, and sometimes he just gets out of hand. So it's like Vorul over Gilgate, Windrake, Troll and Trouble, and I guess a Deputy. After that, it's pretty bad. Like I don't really like Orphan Skeleton. It's not really what a Golgari deck wants to do, but it's fine to have enough like Gristle salvages and the like. Punish the enemy, breaking, entering, thrashing Mossdog. Those are the ones that stand out to me. I think the best card is probably Punish the enemy. It is actually quite close with thrashing Mossdog. I'm not sure which one is the correct pick, but I think Punish the enemy keeps open, because this guy is only good in Simic, while this is good in, all the red guilds, and he can even be splashed, so that's what I'm gonna take. But yeah, the alternative would have been to take the Thrashing Mossdog, which would have left us open to both Gruul and Simic. This thing's quite good as well, but I'd rather just play safe. So this pack has Sultai Druid, Cool Warrior, Carnage Gladiator, and yeah, that's basically it. I think all those are viable options. I'm not really a fan of Rakdos though, but Carnage Gladiator is, well, pretty insane, so it might just be the correct card to take. Otherwise, I would definitely take the Druid. I think Carnage Gladiator is enough better than, although I have a preference for not going Rakdos. I think it's the correct card to take here. This is a pretty depressing pack. I'm not really sure what to do here. Like you can take, I don't even know. Rockfarm Skeleton, we're not really in. Oh yeah, I wouldn't really want to splash this thing, and I don't really want to splash anyway. An option is to take a Gruul cooldown, but we have already passed multiple good Gruul cards, so I don't expect to get any in the next pack. I guess I'll just take this thing. It doesn't damage, I guess. Okay, so maybe we should have been Ghoul after all. I think this card is quite good. It's not amazing against every deck, but against some decks, like if you just slam this and eat Tower Drake, that's so good. And otherwise, it's just like a bear, which is fine. It's like an Ashgoat bear against most of the decks, which is still good. Bronzebeck Moa is really good, but we can't really take it here. Yeah, I'll take the Skylasher. Whoa, okay. So I thought we were kind of forced out of Rakdos, but then we get another Carnage Gladiator, and now we're right back in it. And then making entering, which is kind of bad for us because the card is quite good, and we're sending someone potentially into Rakdos who are left. But then again, this is a 6-mana card, and perhaps not really a card that the average aggressive Rakdos deck would really want. So it's possible that we're shipping them a different kind of Rakdos deck or multicolor, like some 3 or 4 color monstrosity that I really try to avoid drafting. So this pack has Battering Crestis and that Bane Alley Black card, and I guess makes sense for redrafting, but I have no idea what that card is worth, but I'm not going to take it. I'll just take the Battering Crestis. It's clearly the best card, so who knows. Okay, although Blast of Genius is really tempting, Weapon Surge is the easy pick for me here. It's the really good trick, and I don't really want to splash, like I've said, and there's just really no reason to take anything else than this. Oh, wasn't that a terrible pack? I don't remember. I think that pack was pretty bad, in which case it's really weird to see this tabling because it's actually quite good, and you can easily just play it as a 3-mana Sign in Blood if you just back, and in Rakdos it's a quite good finisher, as well as Sign in Blood or whatever. Morgburst, this card is not really playable, I don't think. Morgburst isn't all that good, but it's fine if you have stuff like Maka and potentially other Blood Rush cards. Otherwise, it's just really clunky and situational, and not really what you want to do with 6 mana. We're on tear with the sideboard, I guess. Excuse, I'm sure. And another Morgburst. Alright. So, yeah, we're almost certainly going to be Rakdos. Gruul might tempt us in this pack, we'll see. But I'll try to stay clear unless we get something like insane, like what's it called? Clan Defiance. Okay, so this pack, yeah, I guess we're tempted now. If we're going to stay Rakdos, we can take the Scorcher, but we have a Core Clan Rampager, which is actually insane with a double Morgburst. I don't really want to play I don't really want to play double Morgburst, but we're never going to know how this will turn out, so I'll just take the Rampager because it's just so much better than anything else, and it's actually splashable. Although again, I had splashing, it's definitely a possibility. We could splash this and ground assault or something, Pit fight, gutter skulk. I'm not sure if I'm not sure how good Pit fight is in Rakdos. I guess it's fine with the unleashed creatures because those are usually larger than most creatures with acrobatic mana cost, but I know that it's pretty bad in Boros. But then again, Boros and Rakdos are two pretty different decks, especially in this format. I think the card is probably better than just taking a random Gutter Skulk, but it's not completely obvious, I don't think. So we have the Silicus Creature over Massive Raid, Prophetic Prism, Fun Resistance, I guess. It's a pretty easy pick. Yeah. The second best card in that, I think, after Kingpin's Bat. Yeah. So this pack is a brick, and we're not going to get anything. I'll just take a Ruination Worm, who knows. The best card in the pack is obviously Cloudfin Raptor. It's also the only playable in the pack. Really, like, okay, I guess this is playable, but once this is gone, it's just nothing. But we're not lose, so. Alright, so here we have Devour Flesh, Gateway Shade, Smugglemento, and Act of Treason. We really kind of need creatures at this point. So I could see taking Millennial Gargoyle, and I should also see Gateway Shade, but we're not going to get any gates really, and it's not. It's a pretty unexciting card. I think I'll just take the Devour Flesh. It's not really good, but I think it's better than the other cards here. I don't really have enough aggressive things to take the Active Freeze, I don't think. Okay, so here we get the Ghoul Gilgit. I'll take it over Shadow Slice, although Shadow Slice is a sort of reasonable card in this kind of deck, I think. I want to play this Gopher and Rampager, and Shadow Slice, it goes well on the Basilica Creature, but not necessarily much else. So yeah, I'll deal with it. Could I also take the Transport though? Yeah, that might be better. Yeah. I think actually I would take the Transport here. I kind of overlooked that from the first glance, but yeah. Okay, so here we can pick up the Shadow Slice. Sounds fine. Nothing really. I'll take the Backhand Apparition. Can attack, I guess. Boros Gilgit. The off chance that we get. I don't know, arrest or something. I'm not going to play a Corpse Blockhead in this kind of deck anyway. Then I'll take Burst of Strength, I guess. Start fighting something. This deck is pretty unexciting, but we're hoping to get the Pack 3 hookup, which I think is pretty likely considering that we got, I think it was like 3rd pick and 7th pick Carnage Gladiator. I think it was like that. So 18 playables, but that includes some pretty sketchy ones like the Cluestone, like Double Mode Burst, like the Splash Rampager, like High Torture. Kind of sketchy. So I really hope I'll be able to cut quite a few of these things. Cards I'm looking for in this pack are mostly unleashed creatures. We don't really have enough creatures at this point. Yeah, like I'm going to take an identifier here, but I would really like a Dead Reveler. Sene Locust isn't really what we're looking for because it's 6 mana, and that's just too much. Also, I think both Electrickery and Is It Sackgasser are much better than they used to be. I'm not positive on this, but I'm pretty sure there are quite a lot more X1s in this format than in Triple Return to Ravnica. So I haven't done all that many drafts, but I've been quite happy with main decking Electrickery, and Is It Sackgasser has been really good. But yeah, I'll take an identifier. I'm not quite sure how we beat this thing, but we'll see. Bloodfray Giant. That's pretty optimal. Just snap that one up. I don't think this is a playable card in this format, probably. Just not enough tokens. Take another of this Tanner Crasher. You might find card to play if we can wheel it. Electrickery, another one. We should wheel one of them, I think. This is pretty decent, so I think it's fairly likely. Okay. Pursuit of Flight, Lubber Crew, and some nonsense. I'll take the Lubber Crew. Pursuit of Flight isn't good if you can't give the creature flying. It's just I don't know what's it called. It's a giant strength or something. Which is okay. I would probably play it, but it's not all that great. I'll take the Lubber Crew, and now I think we really need some 2-drops. Okay, so we get a pretty optimal creature in Hellhole Fighter, but this card is not particularly beatable. Yeah. Well, we have to keep that in mind. If we play against a Celestia deck, we have to try to kill them as fast as possible. Use our damage-based removal early, in case they just drop this. So, yeah. So this pack is going pretty well though. Sewer Shambler is fine. I'll take it over with the Fight, Longlegs, and Racketeer. So the Celestia deck gets yet another late gift. Must be nice. But Sewer Shambler is fine, so happy enough taking it. But like I said, it really needs some 2-drops. Okay, Hello Flater and Boulder Spray. I think I'll actually take the Hello Flater. We really need creatures, like I said, and this guy is pretty much the best of them. Now we're gonna have 2 Hello Flailers and 2 Carnage Gladiators, and also this guy is really good with the Morgurs, so that's also versatile. Although it only deals 3 damage when you return it instead of 4. It's usually a 4/3, so it's easy to think of it as such, but it's actually just a creature. So we have Rakdos Gilgate and Trader's Instinct, and it's pretty easy to just take the Instinct. We're not going to play this Rampager, sadly. And Trader's Instinct is going to be fine in this deck. I'm not going to play, let's see. I'm not going to play this Cluestone. Okay, so we have Divine Glee, Electrickery, and Reckless Charm. and also with nothing, a late is a charm. I think divine is fine here. Yeah, probably just hide this. No, we only have 12 creatures. That's really awkward. But yeah, I'll still take it. Okay, like I expected, the electric is tabled. So we could take that, or we could take Sene Locust. I don't really want to play Locust. It's a 6-drop, really expensive. I think I'd rather have electric. Although we're probably going to get an electric in the next pick, so I'll take the Locust and I'll take this electric. Yeah. All the Celestic cards, eh? Just take away this, I guess. You can play all these, feel free. I'll catch this though. Okay, so it's going to be a little bit interesting to see what we're going to do during deck building, because we don't really have enough creatures at all. So let's see what we do.